What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking in with me. Sorry I'm a little late, uh, but I was watching the game, but I quickly cut it off after I realized that Lonzo wasn't playing. I had a crazy day, so I didn't even check my phone. The word was out actually early on that he was out. They told him about he was injured. I think it's total BS. Um, you know what it is, man. The Knicks just clinched the playoff spot, so I'm just saying, listen, man, there's many factors why Lonzo Ball has played his last game as a Pelican, okay? Um, Shout out my man, produced by Enso Maniac, pardon me. You feel me? But yeah, so listen, there's many factors, and I got plenty to talk about. Y'all could join in if y'all want to talk. It's Flight Sports TV. Listen, this guy Lonzo Ball, right? LeVar Ball, he's gonna come out crazy. Pause. He's gonna be out here like soon. He's gonna emerge back out on the sports media outlets. Um, I could see him on FS1 because it seemed to be banned on ESPN. And I think once he go on FS1, he's gonna stir the pot up a little bit. You understand? The Hornets, they're gonna be in a play-in tournament. You don't know what's their circumstances. They could get eliminated as well. They might not even make it because, especially if they get matched up with Washington. Washington is dangerous. I don't think nobody want to see Washington in that play-in. I'm telling you. Uh, they got good players, but like I said, if we're going to go back to LeVar Ball, right? He made some previous statements when he was it wasn't even on. I think the TMZ picked it up or something like that, where he stated that the playmakers on the team want to be the finishers, and then they got it's just completely a reversal of the roles of the players. You understand? You guys got Lonzo Ball, who's a playmaker, but you want him to be a shooter, a finisher, all kind of stuff. It's just retarded. You understand? Then you got Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram. You want them to be the point guards. And it's pretty disgusting when you got one of the purest point guards on the team. And also when you're watching the game, these guys playing like horse shit. They can't get a point. They can't get a basket. They can't, the game gets ugly. And that's why I feel like Lonzo Ball needs to have the ball in his hands at all times. And all of y'all agree with me. I appreciate y'all who do, because we all watch the game. It's evident. You understand? LeVar Ball has really been quiet lately, and I think he got a lot of shit to say. I think the next time we see from LeVar Ball, expect him to just empty the chamber. Pause. You understand? I expect him to just be out there. Expect him just to leave nothing on the table. You understand? He gonna tell everything. You understand how he's feeling, and I know we all can't wait to hear that because I know he got a lot to say because it's just been building up. You understand? And another thing, Lonzo Ball just doesn't fit with this roster. You understand? And like I said, it's evident. You understand? You got if Lonzo continues to stay with the New Orleans Pelicans, he'll just be another guy. You understand? He's never going to be the player that we all believe. He's never. We may see flashes of it, but he's never going to be the guy that we all know he can be. He's just going to be a guy in the corner. Multiple point guards on the floor. You understand? Just a guy running around, just another guy. You understand? And that's the worst thing that we can imagine for him. You understand? I'm telling you, eventually, it's crazy. The organization just doesn't believe in Lonzo. And it's evident they drafted Kyrie Lewis, who was a point guard. You understand? That was very disgusting for them to do that, for them to draft a point guard when you had a starting point guard and he improved all last season. Not even just, he improved this season as well. But last season, he made major improvements as a shooter, changing up the form. With Fred Vincent, they seen it, you know. Now they didn't offer him a contract that was deemed worthy. You understand? Like I said, you make stupid draft decisions. And then before you know it, you're just in a world of trouble, along with all the trade rumors that went on the off season and then at the trade deadline. It's just a culmination of things that continues to take place. That's going to end up, I'm telling you, this thing is going to end up very ugly and nasty, man. I'm telling you. This Lonzo Ball shit, this is, I wouldn't be surprised this summer if it got completely ugly with Rich Paul, Lonzo, LeVar, and the Pelicans organization with David Griffin and all of those guys over there. I would not be surprised one bit if a war of words and some type of crazy shit took place to force their way out of New Orleans. Because another thing, people, Lonzo Ball is a restricted free agent. You understand? Not unrestricted, restricted. So there's gonna be rules to the game. He can't just go wherever the hell he wants. A team that's going to go get him, they may have to overpay. And that's why I'm talking about the New York Knicks, possibly the Bulls, but the Bulls did make a trade, and then that money is kind of locked up a little bit. You understand, with Chicago, you know. But the Knicks, I think they're in position to kind of make it a little, make the Pelicans flinch a little bit. You understand? By throwing some type of poison pill in the deal, something, you understand, where they can just outpay everybody. Because let's just be quite frankly, you guys might say, "Oh, damn, Fleck, you're a Knicks fan. This is you being biased." There's no bias in that the Knicks have the most cap space out of everybody in the league. You understand? There's no bias that the Knicks got all the assets to trade for any player that you can imagine that could become available at any notice. That's not being biased. You understand? That's just talking the facts. You understand? That's why I'm saying I feel like all signs point to Lonzo going to New York because they got the money, the team is improved, and he fits the profile. You understand? Defense, high basketball IQ, playmaking ability. I mean, he has the capabilities of taking the New York Knicks offense to a level that they haven't, that they're just not at right now. The Knicks play kind of slow. Lonzo Ball had that shit just flying up. I'm telling you, man, the shit get crazy. He'll be a significant upgrade over the point guards that they have over there. Also, if you was talking about the Chicago Bulls, I think it just could be a possible log jam. We talked about that yesterday. People talk about the Charlotte Hornets. And mind you, I'm just listening to a few teams because at this point, I believe it's time to start the speculations and get that underway because Lonzo Ball will not be returning to the New Orleans Pelicans. I would be shocked. Shocked. You understand? If he came back to the Pelicans, I really would because I don't see how it benefits both parties. I just don't, including the Pelicans. I just don't see it. The Pelicans have clearly created a log jam at that position to the point where they could let somebody walk. You understand? The Pelicans can let Lonzo just go. Don't even worry about matching the offer. Let the shit go. Let the 3 days and the moratorium period pass. You understand? And then they'll just let them walk because they have all of the shit, all the backer. They have Eric Bledsoe. They could just put Bledsoe in that position, take off. Similar to what happened when Lonzo was with the Lakers. I don't know if y'all remember. When Lonzo, the year when LeBron got there, they signed Rondo. And I was like, what the hell are they getting Rondo for? They got Lonzo there that sends a direct message. These are things De'Aaron Fox and these other players, they didn't have to go through. You understand? De'Aaron Fox didn't have to play there and then out of nowhere you go get Kyrie Irving or somebody that you go get Chris Paul. You understand? De'Aaron Fox didn't have to go through that. You understand? So it is what it is. You understand? So they had what I was alluding to was you had Rondo there. You understand? So Lonzo leaves, they trade him, and then they elevate Rondo to the starting point guard, and then the team takes off a little bit. Obviously they had Anthony Davis that had a whole lot to do with it. But I see a similar situation happening with Eric Bledsoe. You understand? I could see them letting Lonzo walk. You got Bledsoe, you got Kyra Lewis, you got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. You could let Lonzo just go. You understand? I'm just saying the Pelicans really have, like I said, they've stockpiled that position. And don't be surprised in the draft they go get a point guard. It wouldn't phase me one bit, or make a stupid trade and go get some more point. I really, it would make, you feel me? It would not make, it would not surprise me for a second. You understand? What these guys could pull. You understand? Y'all get in the comment section and let's talk basketball. If y'all messing with, if y'all, y'all agreeing with me a little bit here, you understand? Because this is serious business. You understand? The Pelicans, they really failed Lonzo. I had high hopes for him there. I love what Gentry was doing. I think if Gentry was there, Lonzo would have took off even more, because Lonzo would have had the ball a little bit more. It was never to this magnitude with Alvin Gentry. What's going on right now? They've clearly nullified Lonzo Ball. You understand, at that position. Shout out my boy Maniac. You understand? T. Samzo going to the Raptors will be a terrible move. It sure will. But it's definitely time to get the speculation. Shout out T. Sam. It's definitely time to speculate. You understand? But the Pelicans are finished. You understand? Too far from his fam. Oh, he ain't going to Toronto. It's too cold in Toronto. You heard what LeVar said. You understand? LeVar said it's too cold. Y'all get in the comment section and let's talk basketball. I'm politicking with everybody. You understand? It is what it is. Hit that like button, y'all. Let's get these likes up, man. It's Flight Sports TV. We got 18 people in the building. Let's get 18 likes. You understand? We live. And everybody that's checking in after the live, hit that like button. It's Flight Sports TV. It helps out. You understand? So let's get back into it, man. You know, they completely failed Lonzo Ball. I had high hopes when they traded for him. I thought they was gonna put Lonzo Ball in a position to really catapult his career, but it seems like, it didn't. It didn't pan out. They had other motives. The Pelicans was going through like a regime change. Pardon me. And the organization with the Pelicans is not a strong foundation. Um, it says the Pelicans front office is dumb. It definitely is. I feel like the Pelicans front office, they need to have some type of, I think and that's what happened back in the days. Not Adam Silver. They're gonna kill me for this shit. My David Stern, pardon me, just his name just didn't come to me out, but I know who he was. David Stern had to oversee that organization back in the days when Chris Paul, they tried to do some crazy shit. Y'all remember, that's how Chris Paul didn't go to the Lakers. If Chris Paul would have went to the Lakers, he'd probably be a 5-time champion right now. So they had to oversee the New Orleans organization, because the New Orleans organization, they're ran by football guys, Benson and these people. They are football people. You understand that? They deal with the Saints and in New Orleans and in the South. Football is king. You understand? In Atlanta, football is king. The Hawks, they have a attendance issue. I'm hearing in Atlanta previously to the virus and all of the shit and social distancing. The Hawks had a attendance issue. There was no attendance issue for the Atlanta Falcons. You understand? You got people tailgating in the parking lot and the highway. You understand? In the South, football is king, and in New Orleans, the Saints run shit. And they generate the revenue, and that's what it is. What it is, you understand? So they don't really know basketball. You understand? So they have David Griffin there wreaking havoc. You understand? Due to these circumstances, because it's not like people hate my man. People hate what's the name? What's my man's name in New York? Oh fuck. The owner in New York, his name will come to me in a second. But the owner in New York, they hate him. You understand? Dolan. They hate Dolan. You understand? But Dolan knows a little bit of basketball. So you're not just gonna be able to come in New York and just wreak havoc and fuck things up and make stupid decisions. You see what happened with last year. They tried to have like 6 power forwards on the roster. David Stern, not David Stern, my man, the owner in New York, Dolan, he came in there and just cleaned house. You understand? These dudes, it's like, come on, get up out of here, man. And that's the situation that's gonna have to take place right now because they should have kept Dell Demps. Dell Demps was doing a pretty decent job, even prior to when he what's the name got when they had to trade him before he got fired. Dell Demps, the Pelicans, I think, started that year before he Anthony Davis requested a trade. The Pelicans started at like 7 or 8-0. It was like one of the top teams in the league. And then shit started going a little haywire, and then he just demanded a trade. But before he demanded a trade, the Pelicans had a decent little, situation going. You understand? And I think it was unfair to trade him. You understand? And then this guy comes in and gets a lesser deal than he had. But he did the right thing. Dell Demps was doing the right thing. You don't trade Anthony Davis in conference. You don't trade. This shit just does not happen like that. You understand? You don't. You see what happened with San Antonio. The Kawhi Leonard, he wanted to go to the Lakers. Popovich and the Spurs, they sent his ass out the country. You understand? You don't trade a dude in conference. Why the hell would he trade Kawhi Leonard to the Lakers? Where if I trade you to the Lakers and then we're fucked. We got to deal with y'all for the next 7 to 8 years, 6, 7 years. LeBron James, he'll play like a bum and rack up the championships. You understand? He'll come off the bench and he'll pass Jordan. If they would have got Kawhi Leonard, he would have passed Michael Jordan in championships. You understand? So it is what it is. Hit that like button. It's a dangerous game that's going on right now with Lonzo Ball and the Pelicans and Zion Williamson. It's so much going on that I think eventually the truth is going to come to the light, and everything that we believe eventually, the truth will come out. You understand? Because it has to. This is a complete disgrace that's happened with the Pelicans. Not only do you fire the coach, Gentry, but then you get a lesser coach, and what's the name? It's just a complete drop off. These things just are not supposed to happen. You understand? And he did not do that bad of a job to get fired. Gentry was not that bad of a coach. He should have never been fired. And it was sad that this guy comes from wreaking havoc in Detroit. I'm talking about just completely just wreaking havoc. Set them back for a couple of years. And then now he's with the Pelicans as just a coach. And then even David Griffin, I'm not sure what kind of dude he is, because my man Griffin is very disgusting with David Griffin, man, because he's basically masquerading around like he's just this top executive because he won a championship in Cleveland. I'm telling you, my man my man Blair, shit, we can go out there. We could have went out there and won the championship, just sitting there and letting LeBron do his thing. At that point, LeBron was still actively in his prime. LeBron probably got another year or two. You understand? You see, that's why he's sitting out right now. He know time is ticking. You understand? So it is what it is, man. What's going on, Blair?
Yo, what up? What up? What's good, man?
Yeah, man, it's Black Sports TV. What's good?
Hold on. I can't hear you.
You know? Yeah, some technical difficulties. Yeah. So I'm sorry about that, y'all. But my man Maniac says sign and trade option is going to be lucrative. If a team really wants him, that's an option. Definitely. I wouldn't be surprised if David Griffin had tried to fuck Lonzo over. Do not be surprised. If you want to go to New York, I've stated this before, the Knicks, they operate as a stable front office. They're not going to go out and send draft picks and all this other shit. You understand? No matter what big game on. Yeah, we're going to get to that. The Knicks is not just going to be giving up draft picks and all this other nonsense. Giving up players the Knicks, they're going to trade some of these players for big fish. Not saying Lonzo's not worthy, but you can't fault French your move. You got chips on the table. You cash in at the right time. Lonzo Ball, you could kind of get him for, they could hopefully they could pry him away with the poison pill. And I think the Knicks, they're gonna do that. Because the Knicks, let's be quite frank, the Knicks, they're gonna fuck themselves. They lost last night. And now they're in a log jam with the Miami Heat and the Atlanta Hawks, and so the Knicks could possibly play the Bucks, and if the Knicks play the Bucks, I believe we're gonna lose in the first round, but we would have had a chance against the Hawks. We would have beat the Hawks. If we play Miami, I'm not sure, because Miami, they're in full gear right now, but shit, the Knicks is in full gear too. But Miami, I just think that's gonna be a total tough matchup for the Knicks. They just came from the finals, and it looked like they're getting their pedigree back. So, but I feel like when the Knicks do get eliminated, it will be evident that they did not have a player that can get guys easy looks outside of Derrick Rose, who's getting up there in age, but he's still playing at a high level. But you need a starting player that can come in there and make everybody better. What's going on, Dwayne?
Yo, what up? What up?
What up?
So, regarding the Pelicans, bro, I honestly felt like Alvin Gentry would have been a better coach because last season he didn't get a full year with Zion. He started off when Zion was hurt, and Stan Van Gundy, he had Zion out the gate, and look what he did.
Right.
So I think that David Griffin messed up by hiring Stan Van Gundy.
You're right about that, because there was a lot of those games where Alvin Gentry, where they was like up 5, or it was a close game, and they had to pull him out with like 5 minutes left, and they was rolling.
Rolling.
And they would lose if he would have played. That I think they dealt him a fucked up hand, and then then this dude Amani. It's crazy that you said that, Blair, because now you got this dude Van Gundy. He got Zion chains unleashed. And look what he's done
all year.
Look what he's done. Could you imagine if Gentry could have got Zion Williamson unleashed, take the 20 years off? You understand?
They would have been a 6 or 7 seed last year if they had Zion the whole year.
Van Gundy up out of that. Lonzo got to go, or they got to get Van Gundy out of there. But Van Gundy is safe, unfortunately, until next season. He'll be fired midway through next season, or at the end.
No, I think they can fire Van Gundy by saying he got.
Fire Van Gundy unless Zion go up in there and do it. Zion
they gotta say he's sick or something, like he can't do it for health reasons. That's the only way they can void his contract. Gotta be health related.
Zion will have to go in the front office and say we gotta make a change.
Yeah, David Griffin, he's real arrogant. David Griffin's a very cocky GM. He really thinks he's got his work made for him already, like he's a genius or something.
Right.
He lowballed the Knicks too. He could have offered a good package. He didn't want to trade him. He didn't want to trade Zoe.
No, because they probably did offer a good package, but they're trying to jerk. Remember what I just said? The Knicks, they are a competent organization now. They're not doing stupid decisions, giving up first round picks for nobodies. You understand? They probably tried to rape us. We're not giving away 3 first round picks like they did for Drew Holiday. The Knicks ain't doing that. You understand? They probably offered them one of them Dallas picks or a couple of second rounders or some shit. I bet they offered that Dallas pick and they turned the shit down. Shout out Low Key T. Happy belated birthday. I hit you in the comment section on your birthday live that you did. What was an upload? Shout out Low Key T. He had a birthday last week. Show love. It's Flex Plus TV. What's going on, Blind?
So my question with the Knicks, man, what happened last night, man? In overtime, what happened?
Listen, man. Man, they should have gave the ball to what's the name? My man Derrick Rose or Julius Randle. RJ Barrett checked the shit like he didn't even look at the rim. But what happened was it wasn't no bad matchup. I mean, they was going neck and neck, and the dude Horton Tucker hit a lucky shot. And it's
Straight
all
luck.
you got it.
That was a lot of luck.
Julius Randle hit a big shot too, so they was going. I feel like whoever would have got, the next week got a bad look at the end.
Let me ask you this. So Julius Randle, when he in his draft class, what do you rank him at now? Seeing that he's ascending compared to Joel Embiid, Andrew Wiggins, Zach LaVine. Like remember that draft class Julius Randle was in? What do you rank him now?
He was in that draft. What's the name of that?
Well, Andrew Wiggins, Jabari Parker, Zach LaVine.
Shit,
They all he was at Kentucky that year.
You got to put him number 2, I guess.
So you put Joel Embiid in front of him?
No, was he on that draft class? I think you got the wrong one.
No, it was Joel Embiid, Wiggins, and Jabari Parker were the first top 3, and then you had Aaron Gordon at 5, and then Julius Randle was by the Lakers, and then Zach LaVine was picked like number 12 or something.
No, I don't smoke, man. So I'm actually tired. I just trying to get through this live. So I worked 24 hours in 2 days. So I got 2 kids. And he's still out. And then shit, I'm about to have another kid too. Shit, it's great. I'm about to have a daughter in August. I just found that shit out last week.
Yeah, so some good cushion, some edibles, yo. That's what that is, yo.
Man, it's crazy.
So Joel Embiid number 1, and then Julius Randle number 2, and then what? Zach LaVine number 3.
I mean, I would put Julius Randle at number 2. Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
Yeah, because Julius Randle is outdoing his draft class. He looks good, man. That dude's good. He's a baller.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, man. It's crazy. You definitely right about that, man. You got a lot of key points, man. But no matter the fact, Lonzo Ball has played his last game as a Pelican. You understand?
Lonzo would be a good fit on the Knicks, bro, because he's a good playmaker.
Right.
And he'll sell tickets too.
Yo,
you're gonna allow people to be in the stands again, so you'll sell tickets for Lonzo.
So the Knicks, they're gonna sell tickets regardless. Definitely. The Knicks, they sell out the arena shit with nobodies. Before they was having this resurgence, they was selling out the arena. But now that Lonzo Ball, I would be shocked if he came back at all. For the next 2 games, I'd be shocked. I think they're shutting them down. They playing young players and bum-ass veterans. You understand? So they've punted the season. It's over. So
the only thing I'm worried about with Lonzo, I feel like the Pelicans are gonna sign him and then probably trade him a year later, just to have that trading chip. Because Lonzo's value is very valuable. And I think David Griffin knows that. He don't want to let him go for nothing. You'll probably sign him, but then trade him a year later for something else.
Could be. Definitely could be. I could definitely see that happening. It could happen. I hope that's what I mean. They could fuck him over. I hope they don't fuck him over, man. But I think what's going to make that not happen is LeVar Ball. LeVar Ball will be back. That's all I was saying. LeVar Ball will make a resurgence this summer. I think he's gonna help force the hand along with Rich Paul and all of that other good stuff. Definitely. But definitely, Blair, I appreciate you for checking on us, man. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We about to get out of here soon. This is Imagine Levine, Lonzo Levine, and Vucevic. Check out my previous video, AJ Clay, 590. And hit that subscribe button, because we touched on that last night. That would be a complete disaster. Y'all gotta go check my video. I talked about it. we about to get out of here. Y'all go hit that subscribe button. I appreciate y'all for checking all my videos out, man. You can't do this without the people. Um, it's crazy. I'm about to get out of here. Y'all, everybody coming on the live. It's crazy. Lonzo Ball definitely played his last game as a Pelican, man. So at this point, all the speculations is cool. People gonna speculate. You know, that's what people do. You understand? So we could imagine a lot. We could start imagining Lonzo Ball with the Clippers, with possibly Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and all those other people. You could possibly imagine Lonzo with Levine, Vucevic, and all of that. Which I don't want to say nothing. Go check out my last video. You can start imagining Lonzo in Miami. You understand? You can start imagining Lonzo all over the damn place. But I'm guaranteeing Flight Sports TV. Expect Lonzo Ball in New York City this summer. I'm telling you. The only way I could see Lonzo not going to New York is unless they make a crazy trade for somebody like a Damian Lillard or some shit like that. That's the only way I see something like that. Just getting in the way, of that. And then also, if David Griffin start trying to get crazy, try to say, hey, nah, we're gonna do a sign and trade, and try to force the Knicks to give up more than they want to give, But hopefully the poison pill, like I stated, that's gonna do the trick. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We getting out of here. It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate it.